All right, everybody. We are live with none other than DJ Speed of NWA. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm just chilling out here in this heat, burning up.
Yeah, I know, man. You're telling me that. That's fucking insane, dude. Just
It's like hell right now.
So I know you're a busy guy and whatnot, so I'm gonna get this interview kicked off. What made you decide to get into the music industry?
I don't know. I think it was just in me from birth. I was playing with music when I was like 3, playing with turntables and playing with my mother's vinyl. So I think it was in me pretty much, like a natural thing.
She probably wasn't really happy with you scratching up all the records, though.
Oh no, that never went over well. But you know, I think a lot of DJs that started off young, they did that. You know, I had the records around the house. That's just where you get the bug from. You know?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Just got to find that record that she really doesn't like.
I mean, it was just all of it. Just I don't know, just growing up being around music. Music at the time, that was just it was all the good shit. So it's just like my mother was into all of that. So it's like I would listen to it all. So I got into music at a young age, and then living down the street from Dr Dre didn't hurt.
He probably introduced you to some crazy stuff too. Back in the World Class Wrecking Crew days.
No, I was a little dude. I was probably like around 11. And I would just go down there and just watch them practice in the garage. And they had their little crew, the high-power production crew, and they was doing big things. I mean, for some local DJs, they was out there. So I would just go there and sit there for hours watching them DJ, and I kind of bit the bug for DJing from that. But I don't think if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't even want to be a DJ, because I was never like in my head like that. But just seeing him, it was just really fascinating.
That's crazy, man. The name DJ Speed, how did you get that name?
From the phone book. I love telling that story. People are like, what? Because I don't know, just one day I just randomly opened the phone book. Whatever I pointed to, I'm like, all right, I'm going to use that name. It was like Speed Washers or something like that. So I just used Speed. But I used to be, at first, I was Super Dope Speed. If you look I think it was on the back of the Eazy-E album and the NWA album, it said Super Dope Speed. Even on my jacket, it said that. And then I just put DJ Speed and came up with that instead of the super dope part. even which song? One of the songs, the grand finale, I believe. I think Dre might say super dope. Somebody says it in one of those songs. I think it was the grand finale. But yeah, that's where I came up with phone book.
That's funny. See, just opened up a phone book and found a name, and that's what you called yourself?
Yeah, it was like Speed Washers. I guess luckily it opened up on something good. I would hate to know what it would have been if it was something bad.
That's actually like that. That's kind of clever, but it worked out well for you. Like look at you now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few more little DJ speeds out there, but let them do them. Exactly. They're not interrupting my bag, so I'm cool. I mean, if it came down to it, I mean, I would probably win in any kind of court battle over the name, but I don't do something like that. It's all good. Let everybody do what they do.
Just let them bring it. You know what I mean? Just let them bring it.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
So, back before you got with NWA, you were, as everybody knows, the D.O.C's DJ. How did you get hooked up with him, and how did you become his DJ?
I mean, it all started basically from and basically the story is I've been on Ren all my life. Eazy lived 3 blocks away. Eazy was 2 blocks away. Ren was 3 blocks away. Dre was down the street. Just randomly one day, I didn't ask. It wasn't even a subject. It was never even discussed. Ren was just like, hey, I'm going to take you over here to meet Eric. I was like, all right, because everybody knew who Eric was, but you didn't really hang out with him because, he was a man. But he took me over there, and I don't know, me and Eric, we just clicked. And he told me the same day before I left, like, hey, take these 1200s home. Take these 1200s and practice. You don't go on the road with us. Like, what the fuck, really? Like, just met this motherfucker. But it just built from that. And then I was originally the DJ for JJ Fad. But then we kind of switched it up. And DJ Train took over that, and I became the DJ for the D.O.C. So that's kind of how the D.O.C. thing came about. I remember when we first met him in Texas. We had like an autograph signing. I guess he busted for Dre or whatever, because they knew about him or something, but that's kind of how his whole came about with Ruthless or whatever.
That's crazy, man. I remember the first song I heard from the D.O.C. back in the day was The Formula, and that shit was off the hook. The Formula's still my jam today, man.
He's still one of those MCs that is still ahead of even everything that's out now. It's just it's like what people don't realize about the D.O.C. is that he's kind of a unique person in the sense of he's been through every phase pretty much of just like Dre. How Dre was world class record crew, and then he was Ruthless, and he was Death Row, and he was Aftermath. D.O.C. has been on the kind of the same journey, but D.O.C. was more like Dre was the dude that did the beats to kind of put everybody together, but D.O.C. was the dude that kind of put everybody together. You know what I mean? Like he grew, like Snoop would tell you, all these dudes would tell you, he kind of groomed all those dudes into what they are now. Like he taught them pretty much how to do what they do as far as the rapping and the writing and all of that. D.O.C. was a huge influence on all three of the labels, from Ruthless to Death Row too, and also with Aftermath. So it's just like, it's crazy. And that album, like that album is still a classic to this day. Like, it's better than a lot of stuff that's come out since then to now. Like,
I can agree with that. Like, the D.O.C. in my eyes, the D.O.C. is like a microphone assassin, is what I call him. You know, like.
I put them in the same class as Rakim.
I agree.
Because I mean, we know Rakim. Rakim has done a lot of stuff. Like we all go to. If you're gonna go back to an album, you're gonna go to Paid in Full, and that's where you fell in love with the Rakim. And you go back to the D.O.C. You go, nobody does it better. And you listen to that, and you can still listen to it now, and it bumps like it just came out. Like, it's not like dated, or you can tell when some albums are dated. It's still
it never
a classic
gets old.
album. It's like going to listen to Illmatic. Illmatic never gets old. I don't care how many times you listen to it. So it's just like, I put it in that same category. I don't expect a lot of people to agree, but I would expect the majority of them to, because they know his caliber. And so it's just like,
most definitely.
He's a talented dude. He's a talented athlete. Like all those dudes.
I look at it as, real hip-hop heads will know. You know what I mean? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I look at it as a real hip-hop heads would know, and I absolutely agree with you. Illmatic was a timeless record, most definitely, down the middle.
Yeah, I mean, it's so many real classics that came out during the era, that medley the era. I know it's ridiculous, but the D.O.C. is definitely in the mix of all that. And it's just like, I laugh, and then I get mad at the same time when I hear all these new rap kids that don't acknowledge hardly anything that came from before. And they don't realize the fact that you wouldn't be walking on this ground if it wasn't for what was before you. Like, everybody before you, we laid the towel. Like, it wouldn't be any ground here if it wasn't for us.
Exactly.
So it makes me mad when they don't pay homage to any of these dudes, and it kind of makes me mad. Like, you don't have to be their biggest fan, but you got to pay homage to where you came from. I'm a DJ. It's like, I've never ran with a crew. Probably never will, because I can hold my own, but I show respect to the DJ that I know helped pave the way. And that's just how you got to be like that. If you're a rapper, you got to pay homage to the people that helped you get the way you are. If it wasn't for the dudes before you, you wouldn't be getting all this money you want to show off on Instagram. Like, so show respect where it's due. That's in any field, though. I don't care what you do. Just show respect to the people that came before you that helped you.
And I agree with that. I'm just a radio show host, man. When I see these kids get all lippy and talking shit about the greats that made them, it pisses me off, because I'm like, dude, like, just like you said, if it wasn't for these guys, you wouldn't have a career.
Yeah, that's the thing. And like with you, it's kind of a different situation. You're radio, so it's like, so if you only do radio shows, it's a little different. But if you do radio and you're playing music, it's kind of a different story. Sometimes you got to play it, but like, for me, I just never put myself in a position where, if I don't really like something, I'm not really going to do it. Like, whether it's a check or whether it's whatever, it's just like some of these dudes, I can't respect them. I mean, case in point, you got dumbass Lonzo Ball or whatever I could name it yesterday saying that Future has better albums than Nas, or more hits than Nas, or some dumb shit. It's like, come on, dude. I can tell you're under 25 just by the way you're speaking. Those two names shouldn't even be in the same sentence. They shouldn't even be in the same building. They shouldn't even be in the same state. Like Nas and Future? Huh? Really? We're gonna compare Rakim and Hammer next? No, it's dumb. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. And that's the problem that we keep getting with all these young kids that are into. And I understand you're into what you want to be into, and that's cool. But don't come back over here trying to disrespect great. Like, come on, dude. I mean, Nas, like you. I personally, I think they can say something negative about Nas as his ex-wife. Like, we can't. It's Nas.
You can't disrespect the man. You just can't. You can't. He disses you. You gotta sit back and you just gotta take it. That's how it works.
Yeah, and it's funny because he's a basketball player, so it's like you should probably worry about your game more than who the best rapper is. Like in your opinion, like your opinion kind of don't matter to us. At least not to me. Your basketball skills doesn't matter to me. So your rap opinion definitely doesn't matter to me. You don't matter to me. Your family. So it's just these young kids. It kind of irritates me at times when I hear some of the stuff that some of these athletes say. Just at the end of the day, it's like you guys need to take a step back and remember where you came from.
Exactly. And speaking exactly of where you guys came from, how did you guys get hooked up with how did you get hooked up with Eazy-E and NWA? What's the story behind that?
I mean, that was the story, the Ren thing. Like I said, one day, I don't know, I was with Ren, and he just randomly said, "Hey, take you over there to meet E." Like, all right, cool. I didn't really think anything of it. Just, everybody knew Eric was around the hood, so but I had never met him. So we just went over there, we was hanging out. Next thing I know, I'm on the road with these dudes. I lived with Eazy for almost 6 years. I mean, it's a crazy story, and it's like for me, I would never. If I had to do it again, I would do it all over the same way. It was a fun ass experience, and it is weird because it's like I was there from day one. I'm talking day one, not came in there 2-3 years later. I was there from day one, but I've never. Even now, I don't try to put myself out there where it's like I want to be famous or some shit. That's why I get it from a lot of people. Like, oh, I never really heard of you. That's cool. But if you never really heard of me, you're not really an Eazy-E fan because I'm on the radio. I'm on the cover of radio. I mean, the cover of Eazy does it. And just because I'm not on album covers, I'm not physically the rapper. So you're not going to see me on that. So it's just funny when I hear stuff from people. Like, you're not really a fan if you don't, at least haven't heard my name once. Like, really?
It's the truth. It is.
But I got to tell people, I don't want to be that super popular dude. That's not my thing. It's like, show me some kind of respect. It's like, don't sit there. I mean, I've heard stuff. I hear all kind of crap. And it's just funny. It's like, I never heard of that. I mean, when the movie came out, it was real bad. It's like, oh, who are you? I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, really? I was there from day one. So you don't really, if you don't know who I am, you're not really a fan. You just started liking NWA like yesterday when the movie came out. But if you knew about NWA before the movie, then you know what the fuck I am. I don't have to be the super popular ass dude. That's not my thing. I'm not trying to go to the mall and sign autographs. I just do what I love. And I just happen to be connected with some people who were in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and they're legends. So I mean, it all falls together.
I'm going to be honest, man. A lot of people, when the movie originally first came out, there was a lot of individuals that were screaming they were fans from day one and whatnot, and I knew they weren't. It's just sad when those bio pictures come out. People think they know everything about it because they've seen a movie, and it's like, it's a movie, guys. It's a biopic, but it's still a movie. There's a lot of edited stuff in those movies. There's never the full legit story, because if it was a full legit story, it would be like a 12.
It'd be totally different.
Exactly.
It should be like a 12-year movie, but it's crazy that you say that because not many people looked at it that way. When the movie first came out, it was just so much chatter. It was good stuff. It was bad stuff. It was, this didn't happen this way, this didn't happen that way. And I kind of fed into it for a while because I was getting mad because I'm like, how the hell are you going to tell me this didn't happen? I was there. Like, I was there. Like, you tell me, oh, it didn't happen that way. You weren't even born. So how the fuck can you tell me it didn't happen that way? But me and Ren had a talk, and Ren told me, like, stop buying into these people. Like, stop blowing yourself to that level. So I kind of stopped. But it was bad for a while because everybody thought they knew everything. Oh, that didn't happen like that. It's a biopic, homie. This is like,
Like
80% of the movie is true. 20% they switched around a few things, but it's a biopic. It's not the lifetimes of NWA. It's the biopic. It's telling you what kind of went on. But they put that. It's a movie, so you got to be entertained. But they got to put the entertainment factor on it, which is only 20-15%, because 80% was real. It was just some things that were kind of changed. It happened differently. Like Detroit, it didn't happen like that. It kind of happened like that, but nobody got arrested. There was no paddy wagons, all of that shit. Like, what happened was we all kind of went our own ways and met back up at the hotel. Police came there and made a big deal about it, but eventually only gave everybody a $25 ticket. Okay, really? You started a riot and gave everybody a $25 ticket, did all this shit, but in the movie they made it, they was in a paddy wagon. That never happened.
They just wanted to make a dramatic scene about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They had to make it more dramatic, because I worked on that entire movie. I was at the production office so many days a week. It's ridiculous. So I sat there with these people over and over. It was like being grilled by police, but it's just like about stuff that happened, because they were kind of passionate about trying to get everything as right as they could, and it helped the movie a lot with everybody, with the exception of E still being around and kind of involved in it. But it's funny, and that's why I kind of trip on when people ask, who am I? But people don't understand this, and you can ask anybody at the production office. I was a focal point of a lot of shit that went on in that movie. Before I came in and was helping them, they knew nothing about how the stage looked, how this happened, because I have all the photos. I have photos from day one. So they didn't know any of that stuff. So if I wouldn't have came in, it would have been kind of a different story, at least the performance parts and Detroit and all that stuff, because I'm the person that they sat there and was talking to for hours and hours daily about this shit. But the movie, I mean, it turned out good. People loved it and made a lot of money, but it just, for me, I'm still trying to put something together where I can do something for everybody. Like, basically, I would love to do like a series on one of these damn stations that are real stations, not like HBO, who lies a lot, but some shit like about each individual. Because people always ask me about Eric before he was Eazy-E. The movie didn't tell you that. People just hear stories, and so I was like, it would be cool to do something like the Wu-Tang thing. Just a bunch of maybe six series special, whatever, just kind of giving an insight on each member. Because, I mean, everybody knows Dre, everybody knows Q. People need to know more about Rand. People need to know more about Yella. People need to definitely talk more about Arabian. It doesn't matter if he didn't stay in the group. He was a part of the group. He was on that cover. So you can't ever take that away from him. Nobody can.
Agreed,
so
most definitely.
I want people to know about everybody. I don't want people to just know about the main dudes who know about the billionaire, know about the big movie actor, nobody. I want people to know about everybody. I want people. Me personally, I didn't have any control over it, but I wanted something about J.J. Fad in the movie. I wanted more shit about D.O.C. But it's like, how much? I mean, the movie was originally almost 4 hours. They cut it down a lot. So it was originally 4 hours. They cut it down. But if they would have talked about everybody, we would be on part 4 right now, that movie. Because there's just so many people that was left out.
I do remember, actually, I have it on DVD as well, so I have the, I believe it's the unrated edition. I think the unrated is like 2.5, maybe pushing 2 hours and 40 minutes.
It's like a little bit longer, but the original, we went to Australia, me, Yella, Spice One, everybody went to Australia. Like the day before we left, they did a screening of the movie. I didn't want to go because I wanted to see it at the premiere, but the one that they screened was like literally maybe 3 hours and 43 minutes, some shit like that. So it's a lot of other footage out there. It might be even more because they changed up the movie literally maybe 2 weeks before it came out. They added that Tupac part. It wasn't in there at first. Like that whole Tupac thing, it wasn't in there, so they had to take out other scenes. Because I originally had the actor, he was in the movie, but I originally, at first, I still had the script. My actor had talking parts, and it was the studio, it was a lot of stuff. They took a lot of stuff out to put that Tupac thing in. A lot.
Holy. That's a question I actually have quickly before we go on to go back on to the normal questions. When I watched the movie, I watched it quite a few times. Like, I'm an NWA fan, but I love the movie. I have to ask while I have you on the phone. Why wasn't your character actually in the movie? If you, I know there's some controversy, so if you don't want to ask it, it's okay. You can dodge that one. I just.
Oh no! I had a character in the movie. He just didn't speak. Like he was in 5 scenes, like clear. Like if I told you, then you'd be like, oh, that was him. Like the part where when Dre found out his brother died when they were all walking. My character was the tallest one in the scene. He was in that. He was on stage when they in Detroit. It's a few. Like I posted a picture of my dude. The dude that did it, he was real cool. Like his name was Cameron. He that played me. He was cool. And then it was like I don't know, but like I said, when they put the Tupac scene in, they took a lot of scenes out. They had another scene. They had another scene with Warren in it too. They had some other scenes with Warren G. It was like a lot of stuff like that they took out. But I mean, mine was just one of the things. But I never tripped on it, but then the people always ask, why he didn't have a character? I actually did. He's in the movie. He's got a whatever that ID, whatever M thing. It shows him on there. The dude that played me, my name, everything. So it just didn't, it wasn't no talking, none of that stuff. But I'm not tripping. I lived it, and that's what the thing that matters to me the most. I lived that shit.
So in the Detroit scene, your character was a second DJ on the stage, eh?
No, not the DJ. No, I was on the side. Like it was on the side when. Right before everything broke out, he was standing right. I think it was behind. I don't know who he was behind. Like, if you look at my Instagram, there's a picture on that. It's like 4 scenes. Okay. With he's in. And then when he was in the studio, when D.O.C was in there, he was sitting on the couch right behind D.O.C. It was a dude sitting, but it just never said my name, and it never really got a close up because he was wearing a jacket that said my name on it. It says DJ Speed. It says Ruthless Records and it says DJ Speed. They had it made for the because we used to have jackets made so. So, I mean, it's in there, but like I said, for me, I didn't really trip on not being somebody that they made a big deal about. Because my whole thing from the beginning, and I told them, I was like, as long as we can get Eric right, it's cool. But Tameka went behind everybody and fucked that up, so.
Yeah, it's sad. I'm not going to get too much into it because I don't want her to sue
us.
No,
I'll get into it. I'll get into it because that's number one. I don't like that bitch. She knows I don't like her. She's nosy. She's full of shit. She fucked Ruthless up. She's right now. If she knows I'm doing this, she already has somebody listening to it. So I want her to know that it's still fuck you. You're still full of shit. Keep fucking with me, and I'll find your little porn videos you did in the past, and I'll put them out. So I don't care. She made Eric look like a fucking idiot in there. Number one, Eric would never cry to Jerry ever. He would have never went to Jerry and said, "Hey, I'm gonna kill shit." Number one, Eric never moved like that. He wouldn't have told Jerry that because Jerry would have wanted tried to find somebody to help. Like, you know what I mean? No. Eric would have never cried. Number two, he did not get beat up by Suge. Suge will even tell you that. That never happened. Number three, Eric was not broke at all. He died. I have the FBI transcript to show you. Eric died. He was worth $33 million. And number four, the house that they supposedly moved into after he was supposedly broke was the Norwalk house. Everybody can tell you this. He owned the Norwalk house before anything. That's the house that everybody went to hang out at. Like, the list is endless for rappers that's been to that house. From Bone Thugs to Quick to EPMD to Naughty by Nature. That was just a house where we meeting up with people or whatever. We go there. But he had a house in Calabasas. That was just that was the house to get away. So all that shit she did in the movie, she was filed for it because that's not what they were told. She just went behind everything that was told, and she put it in her way. And also, contrary to what people keep saying, I'm going to say it one more time. Dre and Cube had zero to do with Eric's character. Absolutely zero. I still have the same message to this day when Cube told me I don't want anything to do with Eric's part after NWA, after I left, because I don't know what happened after I left, so I don't want to be telling lies. This is exactly what he said, but a lot of people was mad saying, oh, Dre and Q did that to make Eric look bad. They had nothing to do with his part. Nothing. It was all Tameka with Universal. That's all it was, 100%. So Dre and Q, people need to leave them alone because they had nothing to do with it. No, nothing. That was Miss Woods that made Eric look like like he was just a weak-ass dude. That was fucking fucked up.
Like, I don't know much about the situation because, like, I wasn't there, right? But I remember when I heard the news that Ruthless Records actually, like, went under. And that was fucking tragic, man, because Eazy built that shit, you know what I mean? From, like, the ground up, you know? And so, like, honestly, I agree with what you're saying, man. Like, sometimes people are shady as fuck, and I know damn well. I know you probably know the same thing. If Eazy was still around today, I don't think he'd be fucking with that bitch.
You know what's funny is, I was just about to say this, but a lot of people don't know is, they broke up before he got sick. She worked their way back in the hospital, and people also don't know she married him the day before he died, and he was sedated. And it's witnesses to tell you that. So everything she did was real snakish. Real snakish. And it shouldn't have went down like that, but it did. And so, you know, when something like, when you got a tragedy like that,
what a bitch.
She was probably the only one thinking, she was probably the only one thinking straight, so she snaked her way in, and now she ended up at the label. She ended up at this. She should have. First off, you don't know anything about running the label. Absolutely zero. When I say zero, I mean zero. When she first met Eric, she worked at Motown Records. She acted like she didn't know who he was, which was really funny. You work at Motown Records and you don't know who Eazy-E is? Like, really? You're lying. You're lying. So that was a red flag, and it was just like, you run the label now? You've never ran a label. You're stupid. Oh, you're gonna do conscious rap only now for Ruthless? Okay, that makes sense, because I mean the logo is only filled with dicks and cum and all kind of other creative shit. That's cool. Like she's clueless. Like we had a meeting with her. Like Eric Sermon owns, well, I guess he's like co-owner of a rug company. They made rugs for each member. I gave each member the rug. I took a picture with it. People went crazy for it. So they was getting all these people trying to buy it. So they proposed us, hey, we want to sell these rugs, but we need your licenses for the NWA. I was like, I would have to talk to her, and I don't fuck with her. So my boy talked me into it. We went out to talk to her. It was bullshit. Like, it's millions of dollars on the table. They only wanted a small percentage. They were going to give Ruthless this big chunk. I was getting 10%, and it was a great deal. She didn't want to do the deal because Eric Sermon still owed Ruthless money for a remix he did for some Eazy vocals that he bought for the regular version. Tamika, if he bought the regular version, he could do the remix with the same vocals. Pay you any extra? You need to. That's why I say she doesn't know music. So that was her hold up. So she put the brakes on the multi-million-dollar rug deal because she thinks Eric Sermon owed her money. That was her reason.
Wow.
I'm really focused on music right now. I want to focus on licensing. I'm going to put Rufus on shoes and this and that. I'm like, what kind of shoes? Oh, this one company. I'm like, is this one company called Nike or is it called Adidas? Some bullshit. It's like, it's basically on some Lonzo Ball shit. Like, so she fucked that. She fucked up something that was legendary. And now it's just shit. Like, I would have rather seen Rufus just close the doors than let her run it. Because it would have at least still had some dignity left. You know what I mean? It's just like,
at least it was still that legendary status, you know what I mean? Like, I always thought Little Eazy-E ran it. I always thought Little E ran it. Then I dug deeper in that, and I found out she sued her own. She sued, I think, I don't know if it was her son specifically, but like her half son or something. That's fucking shady, man. She did those kids wrong. And those kids, I watched all those kids grow up. They're like little bro. Eric, I watched all of them grow up. They're like family to me. That's how I feel about them, and they know it. And it's like, she did them dirty. It's like, okay, this is what you should have did. If you want to be a bitch and run the company, all right, go right ahead. But you know what? Bring his kids in. I don't care if they're young. Let them learn the business now. Then give them all a percentage of this company, which is their father who started it from the ground up. Give them all a percentage. Let them be a part of this where they can grow with the music. Sugar Hill fucking family does that. You know what I mean? Just let them grow with the music. She didn't do that. She was greedy. She fucking motherfuckers from Bone, and she fucking Tyson Bedford's homie that she ended up marrying. You're a hoe. Like, you really a hoe. Like, that's how I look at you. And I've never respected her. I never will. I don't care. It's like, she can sue me. She can do anything she wants. I'll never respect her because the shit that you did, it hurt a lot of people. You hurt millions of people by fucking Rufus up. You hurt his kids by not including them in everything that goes on him. Like, come on, like, you should have just took the money and ran. Like, you shouldn't even be seen. You shouldn't, nothing. I agree with that, man.
It's just bad. It's like with her, at the rap party, for the movie, they had the rap party at Dre's house. And it's like, she don't know how close she came to getting stopped out. I ain't gonna say the name who was gonna stop them out, but She was about to get stomped out. She lucky she got saved because somebody related to Eric, saying no name, but was about to stomp her out. Like, really stomp her out? You can't do that at Dre's house. If it was a rental, we could do it, but you can't do it here. So, say that, but she's a bad person. Like, she I don't know. I mean, I guess God got a seat waiting for her. I mean, not God, devil got a seat waiting for her somewhere. Because I feel like she just that kind of person. Like, the shit on his kids, like, really, that's where you really draw the line. Fuck them. Now you shit on his kids, okay? Then you kill his legacy. All right, that's cool. Anything else to do? You want to go spin on his fucking grave? And the funny part is, they did a grave. They got a new tombstone for Eric's grave, so she'll probably be there.
Yeah, I heard about that. I think Erica got that all set up. Easy's daughter.
Yeah.
Which
she's a good person.
That's good.
Erica's a good person.
That's really good.
Man. I didn't even know about it, but then she hit me with the thing. I was like, okay, I'm there. So, but I can guarantee you, Tamika's gonna pull up.
Oh yeah. She wants.
She does that shit. Like, she'll shit on these kids, and then she'll pull up somewhere where they're at. Like to me, it's kind of like adding insult to injury. Like you haven't done these kids right by any means, and now you want to sit here and you keep pulling up the shit they had, and it's got to do with their father, but you don't really care about their father because you did. You wouldn't be talking to niggas from home. Like, come on, really? It's so much that she did that just fucked up a lot of shit, and a lot of people don't know it. Some people try to stick up for her. Like, nah, don't stick up for her. She don't deserve that.
Doing shit like that, you know what I mean? Like you said, that you can't respect an individual like that, man. You fucking can't respect that, man. So I don't blame you for being like that, man. I don't.
I'm just that person. Like I'm the type of person. Sometimes I don't think before I speak. If I get mad enough, I'm not even thinking about the situation. I'm gonna say something about it. Just like I mean, now we good now, but like with D.O.C. a while back, he did an article. I think it was on Hip Hop DX or something, but it was just saying he was kind of taking away credit from everybody else at Ruthless, and I kind of got mad. I didn't even think about it. I did my own interview at Hip Hop DX, and I kind of went in on him. But I mean, we good now, and it was kind of the wrong thing, probably a wrong approach, I guess. But that's just how I am sometimes. With her, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Like I got respect for D.O.C. I don't have respect for Tameka, and I never will. A lot of people don't.
You're just a real individual, man. You speak from the heart and how you're feeling, man. There's not a lot of people out there like that, you know. So
Eric ain't here to defend himself. It's like I've never even met Michael Jackson, but I get mad when people speak. It's like, listen, if he did it. But this dude ain't here to defend himself. So it's like people take advantage of that shit. I hate it. I hate the fact that people she took advantage. There's a lot of people that tried to take advantage of Eric when he passed. I mean, that dude Ron Sweeney was supposed to be a talent. Like all these people, it's shitty. It's like, I know you wanted to ask about Jerry. I don't speak negative on him because he passed away, but he did a lot of shitty things to Eric. Like it's fucked up. You got people around you that you trust and you love, and they shit on you. Like then they smile like they didn't do anything.
That's why I just texted you back, and I was like, look, I don't want you to say anything bad. I just wanted to and that's actually going to be coming up, actually. I got one more question about the Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
What was it like actually working on that CD, though? Like, going way back in the day, you know? The album that made NWA blow up, you know? What was it like working on Straight Outta Compton?
It's crazy because I post that picture every once in a while, too. I think I just posted it recently. You got a picture of us in the studio, like me, Yellow Q, in the studio working on Straight Outta Compton. Back then, it was a whole different kind of vibe. Like, nobody knew that 30 plus years later, we're going to be sitting there talking about this shit, and there's going to be millions of motherfuckers, millions more that are, like, into this. Nobody knew. I can tell you that right now, nobody. Because everybody was so kind of carefree. Everybody was just kind of doing what they love. Graham was a great rapper. He finally got to put himself out there where he can shine. Yella and Dre over there doing production away from Lonzo, where it was happy. Eric is just living the best years of his life. Q was back and forth. He was going to school and he was coming back working on the album. It was a lot going on. And they met D.O.C. and flew him out here. I picked him up from the airport. He was writing, maybe it was something, or Torrance in the studio. It was just a lot going on. Everybody was just having fun. nobody. I can't. Whole time I was around there, anybody ever said, "Oh man, we're gonna be the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We're gonna be doing this." Nobody thought that. Nobody said it. But now look, and it's crazy because we was on the road with a lot of people on the road with us, and they're still our good friends to this day. It's like Ice-T, Too Short. Like these are people that we all kind of came up with. Hammer, and it's just dope. Like it was just fun. It was no, like I said, it was no like, oh man, 30 years, I got to be here. Nobody said that. Nobody.
I can actually say, that's one of my favorite NWA records, Straight Outta Compton. I remember I had that on cassette back in the day, man. I actually, a couple years ago, my wife, she surprised me. I always wanted to see an NWA concert, you know, like even if it's one or two members. I have to say this for the record because this is dope. My wife ended up surprising me with tickets for my birthday. Meet and greet tickets with DJ Yella and Little Eazy-E. I'm telling you, my white ass went ballistic. It was one of the best concerts I ever had in my life. I got to meet Yella. I have that album signed, bro, on my wall, and I don't think we'll ever leave my wall.
That's dope. Yeah, Yella's cool, dude. Yella's funny. Like, I miss Eric for the fact that, like, people, like, really trip out on him. Because him and Eric, I mean, Yella and Eric was, like, it was like oil and water. It was so funny because Eric always fucked with him, and Yella would get mad. It was some funny shit. Like, it just was funny, but everybody just had fun back then. Nobody, it wasn't all super serious. Like, it was just like, just have fun. Like, we on tour, I think it was us, Ice-T, maybe Too Short and some other people. We were all at the hotel somewhere, wherever it was at, it was snowing. Somebody said the night before, I guess it was, you know, a bunch of, Eric at every show would say what hotel we were staying at on stage. So, there's a bunch of people around. Next morning, it was like $20,000 worth of damage on one floor in that hotel. I'm like, okay. So, I mean, this story that I would never tell. Like, people know, like people that were there know they wouldn't tell either. But it's some crazy stories out there, and people try to get them out of me, but they can't. I can't do it.
You just gotta keep some memories for yourself. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep them for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, they're great memories, but it's just not something you share with the world. Hell no. No, you don't do that. Especially when people are married and shit like that now. No.
Don't do it.
But we had fun, though. It was really fun, but nobody ever knew 30 years later it would be like the thing, like it would be a movie and all of it. Nobody ever spoke of that, like ever. I think everybody just had fun, and when wasn't on tour or working, they was doing their thing. I mean, Ren is in the art. I think Ren has always been in the art. He used to have a low rider. So Ren has always kind of been, Ren is a little bit like me, I kind of like just chilling. I don't really like doing a whole bunch of shit. I do shit, but sometimes I don't like to. So he's always been like that. Yella's just been kind of the wild one. You know, Dre is the worker. Cube is definitely the worker. Well, everybody kind of would get home and do their own thing. Then to get together, it was just like happy times and shit. I just hated to see when that shit ended. And it's like when they were working on Niggas for Life, I knew it was kind of like that was it. I could tell by the work Dre was putting into that. Like it was just something different. And then that was it after that album.
Yeah, like I remember they tried doing like a reunion or something like that, but unfortunately, Eazy-E got sick.
Yeah, that part of the movie was, I think it was played out different, but that actually happened. Like you told me, like him and Eric had talked, and they were talking about doing a reunion, and then all that shit happened. And even with all that, it's like I don't going into that, but even Eric's thing, everything that happened, that whole situation was shady, and it's been shady from day one, and yeah, it's not going to change being shady. I said that from the day I heard that, I said that don't sound right, and it still don't to this day. That would never sound right to me, because I knew him too well. So, and yeah.
I don't want to touch too base on it, but I've always had a theory that something else happened. You know what I mean?
It was, and like I can care less what anybody says. Like I knew Eric. Like Listen, like, if you ever get a chance to speak to Q, ask Q about me. He'll tell you, like, because for me to work on the movie, he told me about the movie in 2011. He was like, look, we need you to help if you were the one that was closest to Eric. I was close to Eric. I knew everything. And listen, if that dude died of full-blown AIDS 6 months after he had a test that came up negative, and he dies of full-blown AIDS, it's going to be a line of chicks that say, oh, I got it. To this day, it ain't been one. And what's really crazy is Tamika was pregnant at the time, and the kid is fine. Tamika's fine. The real girlfriend he had at the time is fine. Everybody's fine. Nobody has anything. So that's really strange. You die of full-blown AIDS, and nobody has anything, and you was having sex every day.
Because
so
everybody know Eazy-E, you know, he was a busy guy. You know what I mean? Like, he was busy.
Yeah, it was definitely that, and he definitely used condoms. He fucked around and said he did, but listen, bro, me and a lot of other people can tell you about midnight runs to the fucking Save On to get some fucking lambskin condoms. Come on, like, so I'm never gonna accept that. I never will. I told Tamika when this was literally, and this is what really was fucked up about her. This was maybe not even a month after it wasn't even a month, maybe 2 weeks after he died. I'm at a club in Hollywood. I'm parking. I'm walking to the parking lot. Here she comes. She's going to the same club. Really? Like, I'm here for a reason. You here to hang out, really? And your husband that you just married, you at the club now, really? He just died 2 weeks ago. Like, so she's a snake. She's always been a snake. She's always gonna be a snake. She isn't listening to this. Fuck her. She knows I hate her. I seen her at the rap party. She telling me shit. She telling me stuff about me that unless you just on all my social media, you wouldn't know. Like, she's talking about my record label. She's talking about the artists I got. She's talking about other stuff. I'm like, I don't even talk to you. How the fuck do you know everything I do? Like, what the fuck? Like, really? Are you really that spying? Then when we had that meeting with her about the rush, she's telling me shit like, oh, like I did the Eazy Mega Mix for Priority back in '95. They called me like, look, we want you to do this mix, but they only gave me 2 days. So that's why I did it, and it's like half of it is clean, the other half is dirty because I only had the day to kind of do it and master and all this shit. So I did that for Priority. It had nothing to do with Ruthless. None of that. So finally, a few years back, I put it on iTunes. She got mad. She's like, oh, I see your Eazy mix on iTunes. And then she goes into telling me, oh, and I know what Ren is doing. I know what Above the Law and all that stuff. And I'm just like, first off, you coming at me about $1.29 single, but you don't say anything to these dudes who put all their albums out, and you know about it, and you telling me this? Like, so it's like she just has it in for me, but like, you want to take me to court over $1.29 single? Let's go. You're going to look stupid when I say, okay, but what about all these other artists who put out their own music that you guys own? So she's just petty like that. She's a real petty-ass person. She's nosy. It's like, just go away. Like, you got your money from Charlotte Compton, go disappear. Like, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody would give a fuck. If you left right now, nobody would even question.
It's because it's because you're a straight-up, honest dude, man. You tell it how it is, and that's probably why she's out for you, man. I'm going to say, after the stuff I've learned from this interview, fuck you, Tamika. I'm just going to say that for you. Say it with you.
It's just weird. I'll say fuck her all the time. But it's funny with me. I don't know what it is. Her, when I first met her, she never liked me. Jerry, when I first met him, he didn't like me. Jerry's reason I understand. Jerry didn't like me because I was close to Eric. If Eric wanted me to do something, he said, hey, go to Guitar Center, buy me this keyboard, or go here and pick up this. All right, I got you. Like, bro, I live with you. I got the keys to every house. I drive every car. I make paycheck. I'm good. I'm not your gopher, like Jerry would say, but, bro, like, fuck, this nigga be good. Like, oh, hey, drop this off at the cleaners. Oh, no problem. Let me go grab some shit out of my closet and put it in there. We can all go to the cleaners. So it was, but he was mad because anything I did, it was fine with Eric. It wasn't never always fine with him. Like when I would send an invoice, hey, Eric had me buy this, you got to pay me back. He would get mad. Like, I don't know if he get mad. Cut me a fucking check. Like, this is his company. You can't tell. You can be as mad as you want at me, but this is his company. So if he asked me to buy something, I'm getting it. Get my money. So that's kind of the Jerry thing, because it's like Jerry's thing was he wanted the people close to Eric not to be close, where it could just be kind of him. Because then if it's him, then he can kind of control what he wants to control. And that was his thing. Tamika, I don't know what her thing is. Like, she knew she wasn't number one. Like, if she thought she was number one, you naive as fuck. Like, you really a dumb. I would put her at number 3 or 4. She knew it though. That's the crazy part. So don't act like you was the number one. Like, if he was alive and had to marry somebody, you wouldn't even be in the top 5. He would probably go meet a new one before he put you in the top 5. That's just because I know the relationship he had with these girls, and I know who he cares. Listen, this is how you know Eric really cared about somebody. If you got to go to the house in the valley, he cared about you. If you ended up in Norwalk, you're alright. You know what I'm saying? You're not wifey, but you cool, you good. I might,
you might come back for seconds,
together long enough.
I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean they came back for seconds, but it's like it's only certain people got to go that route. Like you don't just get to go to Calabasas or the Encino house. Like that's like I was at that house in Calabasas 70% more of the time than he ever was. So it's like you had to be some special shit. There was no pool party there. That was just the house. The pool party was in Dora Hills and all of that shit. But yeah, so she. I don't know. I can talk about her for days and I don't care. And I love talking about it because I know she be listening to shit I say. So I want her to know I don't like her.
I'm going to be truthful, man.
Like
this shit's going on Spotify and iHeartRadio, so you know she's going to hear it. You know she is.
That shit can go on Johnny Carson late night one fucking podcast radio. She would hear it. Like she just kind of knows it. It's just like she's in everybody's business. And it's funny. And it's like I said, I love talking shit about her. I can tell people how Dre didn't want her in the same building with him when he was at Universal. Like, you got to go. Dre's coming up. You got to go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if she didn't own the shit that she owned, she would have been no part to this movie. 0. And then I think Universal might own all the music now. I'm not sure, but I think they own some of it at least. Because every time they put out shit now, it just says Universal. Doesn't even say Rufus.
Yeah, I know. I noticed.
If that's the case, that'll be fucked up. That'll be fucked up if that's the case. Like for me, my whole thing is like, bottom line, if you want the label, okay, you got it, fair and square, but don't run it into the ground. Like, it was enough money to say, okay, I want the label, but I don't really know what I'm doing, so let me go hire this person or hire this person. She didn't do that.
Like, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, at least give it to one of his kids. You know what I mean? Like, give it to.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Like little E would have took that shit and he would have learned everything he needed to learn. He would have turned that shit into the Rufus that his father knows. Because I feel like that's what they needed. Like, I love those kids, like all of them. But me personally, I would have rather seen them all unite together from the start than later down the line. I would have rather seen them all unite and say, okay, look, these are his legit kids. Every kid here has a percentage of this company. Let's make it work. And then it would have worked. It wouldn't be. I feel bad that Death Row just got bought by a fucking toy company. Like, you know what I'm saying? These are that's what's next. Def Jam gonna get bought by fucking Chick-fil-A. Like, that's how I feel about this shit. Like
I heard about that Death Row shit, man, and at first I was like, fuck no. Like, I thought it was a joke, so I ended up Googling it. Then I saw Rolling Stone. I'm like, all right, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck does world come to?
No, that's dead ass serious. But this is not. I think this is the second time it got bought. I just feel like if the original elements aren't in place, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Def Jam got lucky without Russell and Rick, but they was already super established, so it wasn't really that hard. But they put somebody in place that was at least compatible to them. Bruce has put Tamika in place. She's compatible to the dumbest egg, the broken egg in the 12-pack. That's what she's compatible to. So she ran into the ground. I finally met, what's his name, Stefan, like a couple of years back. That was the first time I heard about him, but I'd never met him. I finally met him. We had a conversation about him. You think I talk bad about her? Shit. He makes me look like a Christian teacher. He has nothing. Listen, he has nothing. I didn't hear one nice word that came out of his mouth. He called it stupid this, because basically he was signed to a label for a minute. She brought him in to try to, because she wanted that conscious. She wanted to go conscious. What didn't really make sense because it's Rufus, but he went along with it. But he came, I guess he approached her and like, look, I do videos too. I make videos. I mean, I film videos. So let's save some money. I'll film my videos. No, she wanted to go hire these dudes and spend 3 times the amount. So it was shit like that happening. He just kind of got fed up. So he went in on her. Like, he left the label. He didn't say nothing nice about it. And I told him, I was like, look, bro, we just beating, but you my best friend right now. Like, cause he said nothing nice, and And it made sense, but it's just like, if you sign an artist, and this artist is, okay, that's like me signing Childish Gambino, and he's like, oh, I can sing and direct movies. Nah, we don't want you to do that. Let's go do this. Just rap for us. Like, you're dumb. Like, it's all money that stays in the same pot. You're digging into another pot to put money into this pot when it's already something in there. It made no sense. It's just like, come on, bro. So that's just, it's so many examples of how we can talk about how she doesn't know how to run a label. And it's fucked up. Eric built that shit from the fucking ground up. Like, and you know how many van trips we took up north to sell those fucking vinyls to mom and pop stores? Like, come on, it was so much. If anything, you know what I would have done? I would have, look, I want the label, but Dre, can we sit down? Can you help me? Or Cube or shit, Jimmy Iovine, somebody, can you help me get it going? Like, don't just think because I have it, I can do it now. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody 16, you give somebody 16 a Ferrari, hey, go drive it. No lessons, hell no, just go drive it. They're going to tear that shit up before they get out the driveway. I'm going to let you know that. They don't know none of those shift gears. So it's the same scenario. She's just dumb.
Just imagine if Dr. Dre, man, would have got a hold of Ruthless. Actually, you know, instead of making Aftermath, he would have fucking turned Ruthless like around in a 360 and probably skyrocketed up.
Like it's nothing, but you got 4 able individuals that can run a label. Yella can run a label. Rand can run a label. Dre can run a label. Q can run a label. You have 4 individuals that help start that label that you could approach and be like, look, whatever you think about me personally, let's leave that personal. On the business side, I'm gonna need help doing this. She didn't want to do that. She too much pride, I guess, or something. I don't know what it was, but it's just you destroyed a iconic label, and it's just like with Ruthless gone, and I don't give a fuck who bought Death Row. To me, Death Row is gone. Like these are labels that started something. Like even back in the day, little labels like First Priority. I was sad when those left because I just felt like these labels bring the real shit. And Ruthless is bringing real shit. You got this chick sitting behind the seat and she bringing this bullshit. Like, come on now, really?
Nowadays, there's not really very much labels around, you know. And people, like you said earlier in the interview, you know, people just, these fucking kids don't know how to rap and they just make music with a cell phone and go on YouTube, you know. It's
That's
sad what music's coming
shit
to.
is. And it's like, people, when I say this shit to people, they always say I'm a hater, I'm jealous. First off, I'm not jealous of anybody. I don't give a fuck. You can have $1 million. I don't give a fuck what you got. Like, the things that I've done in my life, no amount of money you have could ever replace those. Like, you can't, just because you got money, you're not a funner person to me. You haven't had more fun. I don't care about that. But it's like these kids, I would respect them more if they, number one, respected where they came from, and number two, weren't just people that rap. Like, if you really think because you get money now and all you do is rap that's going to make you rich, you're an idiot. Like, you're a fucking idiot. And I'm just being truthful. And these dudes on Instagram want to show the stacks of money. Do you understand that real rich people are sitting at home laughing at you? I know multi-millionaires. They don't even carry a fucking wallet. They carry an ID and a Black American Express or better. You don't have to show off you got money, bro. Like, you don't. And I understand it's kind of as far as a black person, it's not thing sometimes to do that. Let Floyd Mayweather do that. Because he's showing off he got money, he really has money. This little money that these rappers make from doing shows, that's not money. That's money you just made doing a show. If I go DJ, should I take all the money and throw it up a stack on Instagram? That's just money I just made. Like, that's not real money. Like, you want to be rich, you need real money. This little money they make for these shows is not money. It is to them, I guess, but they think they rule the world from it. Like, you're an idiot. Like, I know people that spend that money right there on nothing. Like, the upkeep of their fucking backyard.
Oh, yeah, these kids don't know shit, but one day their world's going to come crashing down, and then they're going to actually realize what the fuck.
You know what that day is? When tax time comes and IRS is like, oh, well, you owe us this, and then you're telling them, oh, no, I didn't make this money. And then they pull up that video from you on Instagram, flashing it. That's where these kids are fucking up at. That's why I laugh at them. I'm like, okay, if you don't make money and you kind of might not want to pay taxes or whatever, you shouldn't be on Instagram because this is 2016. 2019. Motherfuckers look at everything. When I worked at Priority in '98, we had a room of motherfuckers that sitting there just to listen to new albums that came out, to listen to samples that they own. So you think they're not way more advanced now? You think the IRS ain't sitting here looking at every rapper? All right, he flashed that. All right, let's check his books. All right, we'll wait to see if he files or not. If not, all right, we come knock on your door. But if they put Marshall Stewart in jail, do you think they won't put Amigo in jail? Like, really? Wesley Snipes was in jail. Do you not think the baby won't be in jail? Like, really? Come on, like, so it's just funny. The thing with these kids, if they respected where they came from and just at least acted like they wanted to be businessmen instead of rappers, it might be a little different. But I just think they all just want to be rappers, make money, and think they're going to live off of it forever. If you really think that little money you're making is going to last you forever and you still in your early 20s, you're a fucking idiot. You're going to be that dude working at Taco Bell like, damn, I used to rap. Like,
that's if they even can get a job with the fucking tattoos all over their face and shit.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. The tattoos on your face.
They look like one of them drunk motherfuckers that passed out too early at a house party.
Yeah, and they get colored on you. And that's what. And like I said, I don't know. I don't know what my mother loved NWA, but I don't know what other parents thought about NWA. So maybe they didn't like it the same way we don't like it. But the difference between us and now is at least we respected shit.
Truthfully,
everything
my mother
NWA
hated
talks
NWA.
about people.
My mom hated me listening to NWA, but you know what I did? I turned up "Fuck the Police" 10 times louder. I'm like, "What, Ma? I can't hear you."
That can get you killed. No, but no, it's just weird because it's like people like I said, everything NWA was talking about, and not just NWA. A lot of people, you can go to Public Enemy, we can go to fucking Ice-T. It's just like that's before that was social media. It just wasn't visual, but that was a social media. So you had to paint the picture. It wasn't lies. It wasn't something made up. That was what really goes on in the hood. And now people with the snapshots, what is it? Snapchats and Instagrams and all that. Now you see it. So now it's like it's still to people like, oh, I can't believe that, bitch. How can you not believe that? We grew up seeing that shit all day. You know. Now you seeing it, you don't believe it. Well, sorry, you should believe it because that shit is real. Like real life. I've never been in a gang, never been in jail, never sold a drug, but I've seen all that shit. I've seen it. I've seen brothers get murdered on my corner. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I've seen it. So all NWA did is just put it on vinyl, just telling you what's going on. They was social media. That was NWA was Instagram. You just didn't have that picture, but you had to paint it yourself. But now people are like, oh, I can't believe that this happened. Really? You are a trip. You're a Tameka to me right now.
So I got about 2 more questions left for you, if that's okay, before we end this interview. And I got to say, man, this is one of the best interviews I ever conducted. I'm learning stuff that I haven't even known, man. So I got to say one more time, man, thank you so much for this opportunity, man.
No, but it's funny because people tell me that a lot too. They be like, I had an interview one time and we did it. He just let the camera roll. That's how dope it was. We started playing pool. I talked for like, I don't know. I just love doing this shit. Like it's just, I'd rather do it here than vent out on Instagram. Because when you vent out on Instagram, people think it's something wrong or this and that. I'd rather let motherfuckers know exactly how I feel. And I don't care. Like I don't try to hurt people's feelings, but if I do, I kind of like you. I apologize if I don't.
I wish I had longer than a 3-hour time slot to let this shit roll. I could do this shit all night, man. I'm learning. NWA's always been my favorite rap group, so this is an honor, man. You know.
That's dope. Like it's dope. I mean, why? I mean, it's NWA, and like I said, it's just crazy. The tree is so extensive that it's just crazy. Like the shit that 6 dudes created, they turned this shit into, like, you gotta just imagine if it wasn't for Dre, it wouldn't be a Snoop. Like, you know what I mean? And even if it's a totally different subject, but I tell people feel up and down about it, but if it wasn't for Suge, it wouldn't be any of this shit, really. Outside, after Ruthless, it wouldn't have been shit. And that's just the truth. So people can talk bad about shit all the fuck they want, but at the end of the day, you got to give them credit where it's deserved. He wasn't the nicest dude, that's for damn sure.
But he protected his fucking money as best as he could, you know what I mean?
And that's what people don't understand. Like, it's just like, I just told my boy the other day, I'm like, look, bro, they're the same people. Suge Knight and Jimmy Iovine are the same people. They have a different approach, how they approach things. Suge is in your face. Suge is from the hood. He's not gonna let you do whatever. He's gonna approach you. Jimmy Iovine is gonna be in Baja somewhere chilling on vacation when he got some goons to do what he needs to do. That's the only difference. Its approach is the only difference. They're the same exact people. I don't care what anybody say they are, because I've been knowing Suge from day one. I've never had a problem with Suge. That's the craziest part. Suge came to the house when we lived in Norwalk. 5 carloads of dudes, me by myself, wanted all the reels, all Dre's reels. I told him I don't have them. I can't. If I did, I wouldn't give them to you. We were fine. He left. Called Eric. They handled it. So people think Suge is an animal, but at the end of the day, he's really not. If you show weakness and you come at him like you weak, he gonna buy into it. If you just showing him, look, bro, I'm good with you, we cool, he good. But this whole game, bro, like NWA, what they started is crazy. And I still, like I said, to this day, I still trip out on all that. Like I just do. It's just like we were riding bikes, and next thing I know, I'm on tour. I'm in Nashville for the first night of the Eazy-E tour. Like. So, but now, what other questions? Go ahead, I'm down.
Speaking of legendary, man, one of my favorite tracks, this one just came to my head, actually, because after our interview, I'm going to be spinning this track. One of my favorite songs that the NWA did was 100 Miles and Runnin'. Were you there for that music video? And I got to say, how did that song come to be? What's the inspiration that you remember behind that track? Because that's my absolute favorite, man. I got to know a little bit about it. I got to.
That was basically that was when the whole little diss thing was going on. I think the idea from that came about when we got back from Europe. Because also on that EP, they got the song, The Real Niggas. That drum loop is my loop. Like Dre took and used. I don't care. It was like whatever, I gave them the shit. But they hadn't worked on the album until we got back from Europe. And I think, I don't know, they just came up with that under my... All of that shit comes from something. Just like Fuck the Police, just like in the movie. That's kind of how it came about, from touring police fucking with us. They would just fuck with people for no reason. And I'm pretty sure they probably still do to this day. I don't go to touring. Like, when I went to the studio, I would go down the back streets. That's just how fucked up the police were. So 100 Miles of Running probably came from the same concept of just to fuck the police, but they threw Cube in the mix. That whole thing was just kind of shitty, too. Like, that beef was shitty. The beef between Dre and Eric was probably the shittiest as far as to me. Because that beef shouldn't have happened at all. Like, it really shouldn't have. Because it hurt both of those dudes. I was around Eric when that happened. I could tell. It hurt him. In the public side, of course he going to say what he said. But behind closed doors, that shit hurt him. And I know it hurt Dre because I was still around Dre, too.
Because so that shit shouldn't happen. He did the 187 album. And I have to say, like, he fucking laid into Dre, you know, like...
Yeah, he definitely did. That was... But like I said, at the end of the day, for me, it just hurt because I knew that all it took is you step back, let us talk, and it would have been, something would have got resolved, but it wasn't. It was too many other people in the mix, and it just, you know how it is. When something happens and the more people that get involved, the more the shit grows. I saw Snoop at the Compton Casino right when the beef was kind of dying out a little bit. I hadn't seen him because I went to school. He was at my school for like a few months. We went to Jordan before we went to college. And I saw him, and we talked. And it was like he even kind of felt bad because it's like everybody that got wrapped up into that kind of got wrapped up into it. And then at the end of the day, you sit back and you think, like, damn, why the fuck am I in this shit? Because it really didn't have anything to do with him, but he was riding, he riding with Dre. So, but
you're
that whole beef,
like,
I wish it wouldn't happen. Yeah, I just wish that beef wouldn't have happened. Like that, I really wish it wouldn't have. I mean, but it's like it did, and it's just like, I laugh at it. I play the shit. Every time I DJ live, I play all of those, but because it's fun to me now. But before, I didn't like it because I just felt like it could have been different. I would have rather seen all those dudes fix whatever issues and keep doing what they're doing. But I mean, to have 2 albums and an EP and be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and all this, I mean, that says a lot. Movie that did $260 million only cost $29 million to make. It's like that says volume right there. But
I remember when I
gotta
heard the
imagine.
187 album, and Eazy-E at the beginning was like, a bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay, suck on these nuts, and the rest I'm not gonna say because I know my color. But I remember every time I hear that song, I sit on the edge of the seat and I'm just like, holy fuck. I'm like, Eric just slaughters it.
He went crazy on that shit. I mean, that was a good album. It's just like, I know Rhythm B did a lot of stuff on there. I'm just like with but even Stay Here, I'm not a fan of the other dudes rapping on the album. So just leave it at that.
Most definitely.
The features on that album, I'm not really with, because one of those brothers had a problem with me.
187 album. So this is the time. This is the question that was kind of like, God, we were questioning over text there. So if you don't want to answer any of these questions, you don't have to, because I know this is a touchy one. What's the real story behind the Jerry Heller situation? This is the one that I personally always wanted to know, because there's media, the movie. Was it true about Jerry stealing, Eazy's money? And like, if you can, in the most possible way, kind of describe the whole situation from your point of view.
As far as the stealing money part, from what I'm told, I don't know how many times it happened, he would go to the ATM almost every day with this guy that worked with him or whatever. He would be taking money out of the Rufus account daily. So that actually happened. With Jerry, it was just like I said, his thing was he wanted to be the top. Like, I'm Eric's manager, so I should be. Basically, he was like a fucking Kris Jenner, he wants to be involved in everything that goes on with everybody. But everybody wasn't with that shit. Like, you're not my fucking manager. You know what I mean? So it's just like that conflict started. So that's when when people want to just be around you and want everybody out, that's when they start doing shit. So he started doing a bunch of shit. Like, he would put people against each other, or try to put people against each other, do bullshit. Just like in the movie, how fucking they was eating steak and cube and shit. That shit really happened. Like, he would do shit like that to just try to make the other dudes mad. It was always something going on where he would just do dumb shit. Like, number one, he didn't need to be on. He would be on the road and just doing dumb shit. Like, he didn't even need to be out there. We had a road manager. His cousin was the road manager, and then Atron was the road. We had two road managers, and we didn't need you out there. So he would be out there just trying to start up shit. It was always something going on when he was around, and he would make people mad, and that's why everybody started not liking him.
Sorry for interrupting. When you say Agent Gregory, that's Tupac's first manager.
Tupac, yep. He was our tour manager too, before Tupac, and then he started managing Tupac, and he was kind of doing both. Agent was a cool ass dude, and he was doing Digital Underground. He was like their manager, and then I think that's how he met Tupac, and then Tupac did all this shit going and shit. So I think Tupac ended up getting another manager after that, but Atron was around for a while, like a long time.
Like, Atron was pretty much involved with a lot of the big acts in the early 90s.
Yeah, what's really funny is with Jerry, it's like I watch that Unsung show a lot, and I think it was the group Rolls Royce, and they were talking, and I think they asked why did they break up? They said because of our manager, Jerry Heller. I almost fell off the bed. Like, really? This is crazy shit. Like, I was thinking, like, damn, I would love to hear some stories from some other people he managed. I bet it's the same shit. Like, because I think he was a good manager. You can't take that away from him, because he could fucking niggas from the hood and fucking turn them into fucking icons. But that was your only job. You didn't have to do all that shit you did. You don't. If you're Eric's manager, that's cool. Deal with it. You can't be Eric's manager, best friend, cousin, nephew. Like, he wanted to be everything. He wanted to be Jamaican. He wanted 20 jobs, but you can't do that. Like, it's not how it works.
Like, either way, even like you said, taking money from an account, man, like, you're creating mega stars. Either way, you're going to get paid. Don't be fucking greedy,
I mean, that's the only thing I know of like that, but I'm pretty sure it was way more stuff, because he had access to all of that shit. He had access to a lot of shit. Like I said, with him, it's just like me and him never got along. If he was alive now, we probably still would. Because his problem was, I think to to a lot of people, they look at me, they think I'm the weakest link for some reason because I'm just the dude that's around, blah, blah, I'm not the $20 billion motherfucker. Okay, but then when they come at me, they realize I was born and raised in Compton too, bro. Like, I'm not that dude. I'm definitely not the weakest.
There's a reason why they call me Speed. You know what I mean? Shadowbox.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So I think that was his thing. I just think with him and me, I think he just felt like I was the weakest link, but then he also knew in his mind that I am credible. So the best thing he could do is try to discredit me. That's why he did a lot of interviews. He said, he just would go. He was Eric's gopher. He would go pick up his clothes and do all this. Let me tell you this right now. To this day, if I got a homie to say, hey, will you go pick up this woman because you're over there, I'm going to do it all day. I don't care what he said. But that made no sense for you to say, okay, he's just a fucking gopher and all of this when, oh boy, I stand on stage with 20,000 people screaming. I do a solo when D.O.C walks off stage. Stop playing with me, bro. Like, really? I live with Eric. I've been on every tour. I've been to every award show. I've been to all of that. So, but I'm just a gopher? Really? You sound dumb. you take a gopher on tour with you? Like, really? All right. I guess. But yeah, that was his thing. He just, the more that he saw, especially with the movie, when he saw that I was really working with the movie and they didn't want anything to do with him, I think that really flared his ass up. And that's when he really, because he started doing a lot of more interviews after that and just talking about me. It's like, okay, I mean, this movie getting made with or without you. It doesn't matter. Like,
So the one last question I got about Eazy-E is I have to ask. I know earlier on in the interview you said there's a lot of memories that you won't tell. I'm not going to try and pry them out of you, but I have to ask. What is one of your favorite memories you've shared with Eazy-E? I know it's probably been a lot, but if you could just maybe share something that the movie didn't portray.
Oh, it's two things, and one of them is what's funny is, and only the people around Eric know this, is he was really weird when it came to, he loved honey buns. The Hostess honey buns, he loved those fucking things, like I'm talking like religiously. So he would always buy them, and it was just always honey buns in the cabinet. But he would, before he leaves the house, he would grab one, sometimes two, put them in his back pocket, literally sit on them all day, and then eat them at night. And the funny part about that is, Ren, I think it was me, Ren, and Yella, maybe. Yeah, me, Ren, and Yella. We were talking about that when we were at the production office for Charlie Compton. Dre heard us talking about it. He was in a meeting. This is no joke. He was in a meeting with F. Gary Gray and some other executives. He came out the meeting to get in the conversation talking about the honey bun thing. Because it's just really funny and weird. Because he would literally sit on a honey bun all day. Like, he wore a Levi 501. So he put it in the back pocket, get in the car, sit on that shit. It would be smashed to fucking nothing. And he would open the wrapper and eat that shit. That was his thing. And then another funny thing he would do a lot when we were in Norwalk, or just anywhere, any house, this is why, like I said, like the whole thing, how he died, it's just weird. He would be talking to a chick, and I guess he'd be trying to get him to come over or something, he would be lying. He'd be sitting in the driveway, literally in our driveway, just with the motor running, because in Norwalk we live next to the freeway, so you can hear the cars with the window down. So he'd be sitting in the driveway, not going anywhere, just on the phone telling some chick he's on his way there or he's doing something else. And he would sit in the car for like an hour talking to her and then just come back in the house. Really, bro? Like, he would go out, he would come home sometime at 2 in the morning and grab his camera and let's go outside, let's film. Like, he loves filming shit. I think if he was still alive, he would be like some kind of video director or movie director or some shit, because he loved filming shit. And he would go outside at 2 in the morning and film. That's why, have you ever seen the NWA home video?
Actually, I'm going to be truthful. I have not. Is it available on YouTube or anything?
It's probably not, but I have it in my. I think I still have it in there. If not, I can put it on. I have it in my Dropbox. I can send it to you. It's a scene in there where him and Ren are driving. This is how crazy they were. They set a camera, just a regular at the time. I think it was like Super 8. It just came out or some shit. They set a camera on the hood of a BMW, a brand new one. I might mind you. With no tie downs, no tape, no nothing. They set it there, and I guess they thought driving slow would be okay. So they're driving down the street, just filming, And the camera slides the fuck off and breaks, and it's all filmed. Like the camera, you see the lens break, everything. It's the funniest shit ever. And they did. There's another part where it's like late at night where he's walking down the street in the fucking fog. He would do weird shit. Like I'm at the beginning of the whole video. He woke me up to sit in a chair with a shotgun, and I put a jacket on. If you look at my pants and my shoes, I'm wearing fucking pajamas and shit. He wake me up to give me a shotgun. I'm sitting in the chair. I'm like, you're now watching the world's most dangerous group. And then I was like that, and they put all that shit in the video. So I'm at the beginning of the motherfucker with the shotgun, which is really funny. But
you're probably like, let me fucking sleep, or I'm going to use this fucking shotgun.
He would just do crazy shit like that. So it's just like people just know. That's why I said that it would be cool to do something more on him. If people just know Eazy-E, they know Boys in the Hood. They don't know the crazy Eric. Like I got a bunch of photos. I got them in my book, but I don't really post them that much. But I got photos from all the charity events he was at with kids. He would do a lot of charity shit. He did a lot of shit like that. People don't really know that. They only know the thug side. I get kids all day. Oh, with Eazy-E and Crip, why are you worried about if he was a fucking Crip? What does that matter? Like I'm over people like with the whole Crip blood bullshit. Like that shit been played out. Like let it go. Like. Oh, yeah, they said he was from Kelly Park. Well, like, he's a rapper. Leave it alone. Like, but I get that a lot from people. A lot.
That's honestly, those are a couple of things I've never known, actually. And if you can send me that Dropbox, man, I would love to actually.
Oh, yeah, I got that. I got that, and I have all the videos. Like, because Party, like, it was, I forgot what CD it was. One of the CDs they put out, it came with, it was two of them. They did an Easy one, and I think NWA. They both came with, like, all the videos. One, the NWA one had all the NWA videos. The other one had the Eazy video. So I have that too. So I can fit in that and the home video. I don't know why the home video is not really sold. I got this shit on fucking DVD, but I don't.
I think I remember actually. I have one of the CDs. It's like I think it's a priority one, but it has like a few music videos, and in between it kind of has some maybe like 2-minute, 3-minute clips of interviews. So it has like a Ran one, an Ice Cube.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one from the NWA CD. But
I remember finding that treasure at Walmart, and I'm like, yo, that's dope. I'm just like, shit.
I don't know why they don't sell the home video. That's what's really weird. Like I used to, like when it came out, I had so many of those motherfuckers. I had boxes of them, and then that was on VHS, and I got rid of them. Then they put it on DVD, and I had some of those, but then I ended up I don't know how I ended up only with one. I got one, but I don't know why it's not out. Like that would be dope because it's a cool because it shows some of the tour footage. It shows tour footage. It shows like backstage shit and like all kind of shit. Like it's a dope little. It's like I think it's almost maybe an hour maybe. But I wish they would have put that shit out. Like I wish somebody put that out and remaster like Murder with the Cave, Up in Smoke, all of that shit. I wish somebody could do that shit.
Because that would be great. I think that would actually be able to show Eazy-E, like, you know, his funny side, and that people would actually get a different perspective on him rather than just the whole gangster thug. I think that would be good.
Yeah, I tried to give it away on one time, and I think it was so many people hitting Dropbox, they fucking told me they had to stop it or some shit. This was like a couple years back. I posted the link. I was like, hey, here's the home video, and I think a lot of people hit it. And Dropbox, like, they fucking took that shit down.
Well, what about maybe
too many people downloading?
I don't want to get any. I don't want to see any shit with Tameka. That is obviously, but what about like maybe making kind of like an hour-long movie of it, like the movie uploaded to like Google Play and let someone buy it for like $5 or something. I think.
I thought about all that. I probably will. Like when it comes to that type of shit, all you can do from the start is send me a cease and desist if that's the problem. But the problem with that is I don't think she doesn't own that video. I think Priority does. And if Capitol still owns the music, it would be them who will come at me, not her, because she sold some of that shit to Universal. So I don't, as far as all that, I don't think she has any rights. I would think she wouldn't, but I don't care. All you can do is tell me to stop. You can't do anything at first to tell me to stop. So I'll sell that motherfucker, but I want people to see it because it's a cool video. I mean, it's like, it shows a lot of shit. You get to see them performing. You get to see Eric being crazy and shit. You get to see fucking just all of that shit, all the dudes and just, but yeah, nobody, I don't know why they stopped like putting it out. Priority owned the shit, put that shit out.
Most definitely.
I
Share it
think
with the world.
I think they was going through all that little transition shit. And I don't know, it's just because there was a lot of shit. Like I don't know, somebody ended up getting a bunch of photos from a photo shoot. Because something was going on up there, and people were taking shit. I think it was a lot of people about to get fired because I think that's when they was merging with Capitol. So somebody took all those photos and they started releasing them. Like I got some on my shit. It's just like a 4-page photo showing the photo shoot of NWA shit. But I don't know who has the originals, but that's whoever got those. That's that's some. I guess Tamika was trying to get them back because somebody was trying to sell them to her for like $30,000, and she was like, she said she owned them. And you don't own a photo that another photographer took. I don't give a fuck who's in it. That's what I'm saying. She don't know anything about music or anything in general. You can't, like all my photos, those are my fucking photos. I took every fucking photo. It's my shit. I own it. It's like with the books, all those.
The photo, you know what I mean? That's the photographer's photo. Like, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's my shit. That's why they had all those photos for every documentary that's come out since Straight Outta Compton. I've had photos in the Michelle A, the Surviving Compton, the Game one, the Defiant ones. I had like 7 photos in there. So it's just like they my photos, so I sell them as I want to. So she can't never claim my shit. So the shit that whoever got from Priority, it's the photographer. Like the person trying to sell it, yeah, that's a whole different story. But the photographer can do anything he wants. But I think she feel like they can't because it's NWA, and that don't mean shit. He took those photos. Like that don't mean shit. You want them, you gotta buy them. That's just how it works, girl. Shit. But now I want people to see that documentary. I mean that the NWA one. It's cool. It's like some cool shit, and like people be like, damn, okay, I'll see. It's like the movie just showed you Straight Outta Compton. It showed you all of that. It didn't show you any kind of personal life. It didn't show Eric with no kids. It shows none of that shit. It just showed NWA, which is what it was about. But people want to know more. Straight Outta Compton could have been literally like a 6-part movie. Could have been like some Harry Potter shit.
Most definitely. So the last thing I got for you tonight, Speed. This is about you, man. I gotta say, you're a great DJ, man. I'm not saying it because you're on my show. I'm saying it because you are. What's next for DJ Speed? Do you have any new projects that are coming up that you would like to tell our listeners about? And if you do, where can we actually grab them?
Well, I mean, I got the Eazy Mega Mix. That's on shit everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. Probably in the next week or two, I'm going to start working on this NWA mixtape I got called The World's Most Dangerous Mixtape. Basically just kind of the same way I did the Eazy one, but better because I got more time. So I just want to kind of feature all the good songs, and then I also have 4 demos for Niggas for Life. There's songs that were on there, but they're kind of different versions. I want to put that on there. Then I have the original version of Just Don't Bite It. So I'm going to put that on there. I have an unreleased song from D.O.C. called Bridget. I have that and put that on there. And I have 2 songs from Ren that no one's heard. I'm thinking I'm going to put one on there for sure. The second one's not. Neither one of them are done, but one of them is done good enough to put on there that me and my boy Alan did. This is like fucking years ago, and I still haven't released it. I've been trying to get Ren to let me put it out there. Like, wait. I'm like, whatever. But it's a good ass song. So I'm doing that, and then I don't know. I got a label, but I don't know. I've been chilling lately. I just hate dealing with these artists. I just had an artist that I was fucking with for like 5 years, and he met some chick, and she just fucked his mind up, and he's on some bullshit. So that just makes me like. So if I mess with artists now, I'm just gonna do distribution for them. I got digital distribution set up through Empire, so I'm gonna do that. I'll just be chilling, man. I like life, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I'm a Disneyland fanatic, so you can catch me at Disneyland a lot when I'm in town. I don't give a fuck. I've been going to Disneyland since I was in a stroller. So people trip out. They're like, "Oh, why you always at Disneyland, bitch?" Because I'm human. Like, yeah, nobody says nothing cute and real when they go to Disneyland.
Mickey Mouse is my home, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I don't know. My grandmother took us there when I was still in the stroller, and I never left. For me, that's kind of like my place to get away. I don't give a fuck what's going on outside the gate. I'm in Disneyland. I'm just chilling. I don't give a fuck what's going on outside. It can be fires going on. I don't know nothing. I'm going on this ride right here. So, but no, I'm just doing that. I mean, I'm mostly chilling, but I'm definitely the mixtape I want to work on, and then I don't know. I'm mostly chilling. I've been DJing a lot lately. Just at the house, just kind of getting my shit back.
I've been watching a lot of your live streams as well. You scratching on live, man.
I don't know. I'm just really just kind of getting back into it. Like, I'm not. It's hard for me because I don't come from the computer era. I come from the two vinyls, and I got a bunch of vinyl here too. I want to use it, but it's just weird with Serratos, like certain kind of needles. So now I got to get the needles to work with my vinyl because my Orphans don't work with vinyl. They just skip. So it's just like, But I don't know. I'm getting the hang of it. Kind of, it's hard for me. I didn't come from the school of looking at computers. It's not. I never had to look at anything. I didn't even have to look at my vinyl back in the day. I could feel it in the groove. Like Joe Cooley was my mentor. He taught me all of that shit. So it's like I know, but this new shit is weird. But I try. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to create shit when I'm doing shit. So that's why I do the shit that sound good, but I fuck up a lot. But it's like I'm learning. I'm not serious. I'm not trying to be super serious. I'm just having fun with it. But the mixtape, I want it to be fire though. I want that shit to be fire. And I'm probably gonna. I put out a book, but I want to put out a real book now because I did a book with this bitch ass dude, Paul Stewart. And it wasn't nothing about the book was the way I wanted to do it. It was mostly photos, which is cool, but I wanted to do it differently. And he wanted to do it this way, and I just went along with it. But now it's just like, oh, fuck him. And he's shady business, so I'm not fucking with him no more. So I'm gonna do the book on my own. I was trying to do the book and the mixtape at the same time. That's why it took so long, but I don't know. This book might be like at the end of the year, mixtape next month.
I gotta say, Speed, thank you so much for coming up live on the air, man. It was an absolute honor to interview someone like yourself. I've learned a lot of stuff about NWA and Eazy-E that I never thought I would learn. I hope my listeners feel the same way, man. I gotta say,
way more. You can always do part 2. We can do part 2, part 3. I don't give a shit. I can talk forever.
Well, most definitely. When I open back up booking, I'll hit you back up because I'm down for a part 2. Most definitely.
I'm definitely down for that. I've done a couple of those. It's just fun for me.
Oh man. I agree, man. So I want to say, Speed. Oh, sorry, what was that, pardon?
Oh, no, I'm just saying because people don't really be knowing a lot of the shit that goes on. So it's like I try to tell them whenever I can let them know. Like, people always wonder about shit, so.
See, because I'm 25, right? So, like, when Eazy passed away, I was a year old. You know, I do this radio show, Speed, to help keep the old school rap alive, man. Like, when I play music, I don't play none of this trap, rap, or bull crap. I play, like, NWA, Tupac, Biggie, you know, shit like that. I want to help keep the real rap alive, man, and that's why I...
And you gotta respect that. That's the shit I respect. And it's like I said, like, for me, I don't play any of this new shit. I fuck around with some of it sometimes, but it's like I don't really get deep into it. I'll play Drake. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Drake fan because you gotta respect the motherfucker that's been hot fucking 11 years. You don't. What rapper is hot more than 3 years? This motherfucker's going on 11. So I gotta respect that. But I try to. Like, if you watch me DJ ever live or on thing with whatever you see, I go back to old shit a lot because that's what I know. I can go to my fucking 80s playlist or 90s and I'll get crazy because I just love that's the shit that I know. I don't know new music a lot, and that's why I don't do clubs because I don't really know the music. Like, I know the music that I played in the club before, the Faith Evans and all of that shit, but I don't know all this new shit. I don't know the drop tops and drip drops and all of that shit. I hear it, but I gotta know a song for me to DJ. You know what I mean? I can't just say, all right, let me go spin all this new shit. I ain't gonna know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just gonna be playing shit.
Most definitely, man.
No, but I'll send you the, I'm gonna go check my computer when I go back inside, and if it's on there, if not, I can upload it because I have it saved on a, external drive. I have all the NWA shit I got on there. So I'll send you that shit. And you check it out. You really gonna like it though. I guarantee that. You're gonna be like, oh shit, why the fuck they gonna put this out?
Honestly, I'm probably gonna be sitting there fucking bugging my wife, being like, pay attention, watch this. Most definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely dope, dude. Like, it's definitely like within the next hour you'll have that shit. Just oh yeah, I got your email. What I'm saying, I'll send you that shit. Is that the email, or you want me to send it to a different one?
You can send it to my email. Yeah, it's like that email's connected to my phone, so if I get an email, it comes up in minutes. So.
All right, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll get you that shit. Yeah, and then let me know when this shit is up. I'll check it out. But yeah, just anytime you want to chat.
It should be up on Spotify around like midnight. So I'd say about 8-9 p.m. your time. I'll shoot you the link over text if you want me to.
All right, for sure. Yeah, and I'll get you that shit and check out that video and let me know what you think about it.
Most definitely, man. Thank you so much, Speed. If you want to do a part 2 on this interview, man, I'm opening back up booking around late November, so we can set something up then if you like. Hell yeah, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Speed. Most definitely. We'll keep in touch, man. Have yourself a great night.
All right, you too, for sure.